Thank you, Aditi, for the introduction. And thank you, Rika, for a very shedding the light on the concept of innovation. It has certainly staged a platform for my presentation today. Let me share the screen. Okay, hello everyone. My name is Amrita, and thank you for giving me this opportunity to share an experience close to my heart. So without further ado, let's just begin. So the title is An Innovative Counseling Package for Children with Drug-Resistant Tuberculosis in Mumbai, India. Starting with a bit of a background. So the annual data suggests that around 25,000 children are afflicted with drug-resistant tuberculosis. However, in India, the 2020 report suggests the 5.65% of total TB incidence is reported to be child TB incidents. So you can clearly see the impact of drug-resistant tuberculosis on children. MSF in Mumbai provides free of charge treatment and care to patients with DRTB. And we have a project by MCGM, that is the Mumbai Corporation of Greater Mumbai, in Shatabdi Hospital Outpatient Department. This project is in collaboration with the National Tuberculosis Elimination Program, NTEP, and it is in the M East Ward, the Govandi, operating since 2016. The project aims to act as a catalyst in supporting and complementing NTEP in its eliminating the DRTB with respect to diagnosis, treatment, patient support, and community awareness. NTEP is also gearing up with improving access to better treatment, mental health, and social support. However, limited literature exists on child-friendly tools for mental health support during the DRTB treatment, especially for the pediatric and adolescent age group to which we do refer as a vulnerable cohort. The pediatric age group in India is defined as children between from 0 to 8 years of age. And the present cohort in the Mumbai project is about 275 on treatment. The Mumbai project has always strived to improve our services for the pediatric age group. With an effort, we have managed to publish few studies in the past focusing on pediatric treatment outcomes, and also have shed a light on psychosocial challenges faced by this particular age group through their treatment. Keeping the same effort in mind, the present intervention is aimed at improving engagement of children on DRTB treatment with innovative child-friendly techniques, leading to better acceptance to treatment in a national TB program, MSF collaborated site in Mumbai. The intervention broadly is named as an innovative counseling package for children and adolescents with drug-resistant tuberculosis. The intervention setup is a national TB program, MSF collaborated outpatient department site in Mumbai. Moving on to explain the intervention in detail. The dedicated pediatric outpatient department is run once a week to offer systematic medical and psychosocial care. In our OPD, we have this dedicated pediatric day on Wednesday. During this day, we have tried to incorporate child and adolescent-friendly tools in various pit stops encountered by a patient in our OPD. Beginning from the triage, we use stickers of animated characters as tokens. Similar images are used in a poster format, which are installed outside the healthcare worker room. The rationale behind using this strategy was for the child or the adolescent to guide themselves to the doctors, nurses, or the counselor's room by matching the stickers to the posters. Adapting to age-appropriate DRTB guidelines is one of the most fundamental contributions of our project. The guidelines are made for age-specific pediatric plus adolescent age group and are proactively used by our counselors during counseling sessions. Moving further ahead in our intervention, we do encourage children to engage in interactive art-based activities while they wait for their turn to be seen by the doctors. On a dedicated pediatric day, we also conduct support group meetings for our adolescent patients. Topics like menstrual hygiene, importance of peer support, body image, bodily changes are few of the common topics spoken about. We have strived to modify our health education talks by combining it with a fun learning activity. By doing this, we have observed children to be more interactive in health education talks. We also encourage parents to participate along with the children. The start of this intervention was in the first week of November 2020. Post the 3 months of the intervention, we wanted to understand the effectivity of the intervention and to get the feedback from our patients and their caregivers. During the 3 months, which is November, December, and January of 2021, 65 patients visited the dedicated pediatric day, amongst which 31 patients and their caregivers gave consent to participate in the study. The demographic details of the 31 patients are presented in the box below. The survey conducted as a part of a routine operations to monitor pediatric and adolescent treatment engagement. The results indicated 62% of the children enjoyed meeting the doctor. 62% of the children were adherent to their clinic visits. 50% of the children below 10 years of age enjoyed to engage in activities and tools offered. The general feedback received by the patients and their caregivers is that they did appreciate a dedicated pediatric day and the activities adapted by the team. We also chose to include some qualitative feedback by listing the direct quotes by some of our patients and their caregivers. The first 2 quotes are by some of our pediatric patients. OPD seems less scary to them than before. They did enjoy craft and art activities. From caregivers, it was very apparent that their children had become a bit more curious regarding their treatment. We did have our own set of challenges to which we had to adapt. So the challenge which was seen was during the initial months of the intervention, the flow of pediatric patients was observed to be a bit less because the information of us having a dedicated pediatric day was still reaching the caregivers and their patients. Looking at adaptations, given the fact that it is a DRTB OPD, whenever there is an adult patient waiting to be initiated on a treatment or having severe drug reactions, we cannot send the patient back, but we choose to give the medical consultation. As a part of the survey, we also wanted to see the impact by studying the number of attendance seen on a dedicated pediatric day by our children and adolescent patients. We have got this data from the register that we maintain in our outpatient department. As the graph suggests, in the November and December 2020, the initial start of the intervention, we had around 12% of attendance. From Jan to February, we had a slight rise of 16%. From March to April 2021, Mumbai was hit again by the second wave of COVID, and it is quite apparent that there was a drop in the attendance of the patients, falling by 10%. As the lockdown rules were eased, we saw a change where the attendance rose up to 30% from June to July of 2021. Looking at the future initiatives, we hope to conduct a second round of survey post 6 to 7 months of the intervention initiation in the November of 2020. We want to have regular feedback mechanism with children and caregivers to improve our services. In discussion with the National Tuberculosis Elimination Program, training for counselors on age-appropriate guidelines in other wards of Mumbai is still in discussion. We also want to present our findings to other healthcare institutions and to advocate for having child-friendly spaces in DRTB clinics. In conclusion, I would like to say, pediatric patients require age-appropriate interventions to engage in treatment, which could be helpful in enhancing their knowledge and treatment adherence. In recommendation, we would like to state, tailor-made counseling package, including counseling guidelines, support, and information sharing with caregivers can be beneficial in improving the acceptability of treatment and DRTB treatment outcomes in children. I would like to take some time to acknowledge the support that we have been receiving from the NTEP program for their support and contribution for the intervention. I would also like to thank our medical and patient support team, and lastly, our patients and their families for consenting to participate in the survey. Thank you for your patient listening.
Thank you, Amrita. We have a couple of questions for you.
Sure.
So our first question is, since this was being done in partnership with NTEP, are there any future collaboration opportunities that we are planning with government agencies or hospitals?
Thank you for the very valid question. So as stated in the future initiatives, we do hope to collaborate with the NTEP to adapt to age-appropriate counseling guidelines and at the same time adapt to child-friendly spaces for the DRTB clinics. I hope that answers the question.
Thank you. I hope our audience member is satisfied with the answer. Second question is from Mohammad Iftikhar Hussain. Asked how to spread the information in a very large community.
Okay, that's another interesting question. So this is something that we have already started working. So we have our health education talks not only on pediatric day, but during other days of our OPD as well. So during our health education talks, we aggressively talk about a dedicated pediatric day. So this is how we want to have the information spread across in the community. I hope that answers the question.
Thank you, Amrita. I think those are the only questions we have for the moment. However, if they do show up on chat, just a second. I think we have one more coming in. Someone's just typing.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. How did you design the strategy when engaging with children versus than that for adolescents?
So yes, this was a bit of challenge because when we talk about having interactive animated images, it is mostly for the children. But however, we did adapt to having age appropriate support group meetings for the adolescent age group. So that helped us to cater to both the age groups accordingly. I hope that answered the question.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Amrita, for your presentation and your thoughts on and highlighting a relatively disregarded topic and for participating in the Q&A. And I'm sure people will want to connect with you in the networking lounge.
Thank you so much, Aditi. Thank you, everyone.